Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here with me, Lemon Slice. We've been going consistently, guys. We've been going good. There's the lemon on the back of my shirt. Gotta love it. Now, guys, today we are doing a topic that we have covered before, but this time in a little different way. Today we are talking about towers once again, but this will be how you can construct interesting looking towers, not just normal towers. I'm going to talk about the basics, such as how you make the tower shape and the roof and all that, but also how to add things like arches and smaller towers onto it, or double towers and things like that. So I love towers in this game. If you want to make cool, good looking towers, it's a great way to start your world. It's a really resource efficient build. So if you want a good little starter house, make a really cool, fancy looking tower. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this. So if you've watched my other tower videos, you will know that this is a little representation of the circles that you can use for towers. Now, obviously this isn't all of them, but this is some. Now, for really, really small towers on, say, the side of another tower, we can use walls, and we can just go with 4 walls, and this is the smallest tower that you can go with right here. And then you can put, like, if we grab, let's get a slab here. I'm just going to demonstrate real quick, just so I can show you. And then we can put, like, a little roof on it here, and like it'll be a tower, and then maybe it'll go up like that. See, that's like the smallest variation of a tower you can make. And now obviously that was ugly, but you can make it look better than that. And then next you can use your walls to go here and like that, and then we get our classic 3x3. I love this for smaller towers. And then this is the perfect medium-sized tower, 3x3, but without the corners, so bumped out one with no corners, so more circular. 3 with 1 in the middle, and then you can progress to this square version, circle, and then a real large circle right here, just as an example. So there's many shapes you can use for circles, and if you need help with circles, it's this simple. Just do one side, okay? So just do one side. Let's say we want to have a bigger one. That's 5, okay? And now it needs to curve, right? So let's do 1, and then maybe we want to do 2, right? And then that's where you're done. You've made the circle essentially, because you just repeat this now. You go back 1 2 3 4 5. That's 5, and then the 2 again. 1 2 3 4 5. Having trouble placing the blocks today. 3 4 5, and then the 2, and boom, you made a circle. So you really only have to do one corner of the circle, right, in order to be able to do the rest. Now, how high should the tower be? Well, it depends what your build is like. So this is a small tower right here, and I would say this tower is of average height. This is pretty good right here, maybe even on the smaller end, but this is a perfect example of just a small, compact little tower. Good, it's got a little side tower on it, so this height is pretty good. If you want it to be a tower, then I would go maybe even double this. But our next topic we'll be talking about is how to actually make the top tower look interesting, which may play a role in how tall you want it to be. Now we are going to hop into another world, and I'm going to build a tower with you so I can show you exactly what I mean by these things. But just before we do that, just an example over here in the Builders Academy world. If you recognize this world, let me know. But this is an example of some detail that you might consider adding to your tower. If you're having a really tall tower, gradients. Here we go. Here's a perfect gradient example right here. And this is one that we will actually use today in our tower, just so I can demonstrate to you, just so I can show you what I mean when I talk about these towers and adding some detail and using a gradient for the towers. So there's an example. Then over here we have one of my absolute favorites, the blue example right here. This is gorgeous, and there are some variations of this, so send your gradients to me. Go to the Discord and send your gradients, and it is a great resource for everybody to have. But that's something to consider. If you want a gradient in your tower, it might have to be on the taller side, like you can see right here. But let's hop into another world. Let's go over the things we've talked about, and let's start a tower. Okay guys, so right here is our little hill that we're going to be building our tower on, a nice little view around. So it's going to be right here. So we have to think about the footprint. What do we want it to be? We want it to be decently tall, so it's taller than this mountain, so that it stands out over the mountain, but we don't want it to be super big. So let's try and get a medium sized circle going here. Let's go with a 3 1 1 and then 3. I like that. That's a little bit more compact, and I'll bring it back 1. So 3 1 3. Perfect. That's a little bit smaller and more around the actual range that I want. And you can start out smaller, and you can always buff up the bottom and have it come in as we go up. So we'll start with the stone bricks on the bottom and then transition to the cobblestone up here. Right about there is probably where we will transition. Boom, right there. And so I'll go around and make this transition all the way up. But guys, something to keep in mind, when you're doing a gradient is you want it to look natural. So don't just start spamming blocks in there and make it look weird. So make sure you have some kind of spot where you know what you're going to have it come up to, like right here. That's probably the highest part that I'll have the stone bricks at, and it'll transition to the cobblestone. Now with this base, it's fairly large. It's kind of on the medium side, I would say, but because we want a gradient too, we can't have it just be here. So it'll probably be maybe 4 times that height, and we'll just go straight up with it. You don't have to worry about odd numbers for the height. It really doesn't matter. So you get your circle on the bottom, or your square if you're doing a square tower. You figure out if you want gradient or what your block palette is going to be, and then you build it up to a height that looks pretty nice. And don't forget, you are going to have a roof on it. So this isn't the final height. It's just the tower height. Boom, just like that, we have the gradient put in place. So let me know what you guys think of that. Let me know if it looks decent. I need some feedback from you guys too. I don't know everything. So if ever in my videos there's something that isn't right or you have some feedback, politely correct it and let me know. I'm always trying to learn and get better too. So if you have any tips, let me know. But here we go. This is our tower right here. Now, this is the problem. We can go ahead and put the roof on, but it is so bland looking right here. The first step, we need to put some windows in here. So let's see, what blocks do we want to use for the details? Well, I love my trusty spruce. So let's go in here with the spruce. Let's grab some fences, some stairs, some trapdoors. Those are not spruce. That's a trapdoor right there. 3 tall maybe. And we're going to actually break out all of this. Now you're probably thinking, what the heck is that? That's going to look ridiculous, which... yeah, it does. It looks absolutely ridiculous right now, but you got to frame it. You got to make it look nice. So put a stair right there and there, and we put a slab on top, and then the same in the bottom. So there and there, and slab right at the bottom. And here goes the blocks, and perfect, just like that. Boom, and here goes with trapdoors just like that. Beautiful, and boom, and there we go. We have a nice circular window right there, and that looks really cool. So what you can also do, I like to do, is add a little bit of height to this sometimes. So we'll go there, and then maybe one more, and then 2 fences. Boom, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Now, guys, at the bottom, let's add a little bit of detail down here. So with the roof, I'm thinking we'll continue with the spruce. We'll do like a little outline of spruce, and we'll have like some really cool, like really colorful looking roof up there. We'll try and pick a color. I'll show you how we do that. But at the bottom down here, what we want to do is we want to put some beef around the sides. Just bear with me when I say that. I just mean we're going to beef it up a little bit, right? So let's just go here. Let's go 2 all the way around. Now, this is not going to be the final thing. I'm not going to go all the way around just so we can demonstrate here. You kind of can just go and beef it up. And I know it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but if you take a step back, boom, it looks a lot better when you go and do something like that. It just kind of brings the tower together. And you could even have an entrance and like a stairway and stuff right down here. I actually see a nice little natural path right there. So maybe we'll tuck a little door in right there or something. But now it does blend in a little too much though. So maybe we need to replace the stone for something else. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it looks okay if we just add in a little detail. So this is what I want to do. Walls. We'll grab some stone walls right here. Boom. And then boom. Some walls. Oh, I missed. Get rid of that. Beautiful. That looks a little better. And then actually, let's get rid of these walls in the corners and let's do this instead. A little fence. I think that'll add some contrast because the stone is so, it blends in so much there. Boom. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That helps a lot. Beautiful. Okay. And then so up towards the top here, it's time to add in the roof. So whatever detail I use for the windows and things like that, in this case it's spruce, I also like to use that for the roof. So let's kind of do a little bit of a design here. Now you can steal these designs if you want, guys. If you want to give credit when you build, go for it if you're posting this somewhere. But let's go here and then we'll do a wall and a fence on all sides. All right, so we'll get that around and then I'll show you how to actually make the top of the tower. So there we have it right there, guys. And for the actual roof, I decided to go with yellow, try and contrast this a little bit, it's a bright yellow. So I picked a gradient we're also going to use on the roof. So we'll come up here and you can see I always have this ledge that comes out around the outside. And the first thing I do, I'll pick, if I am doing a gradient, you don't have to, you can just do a plain color. I just like to play around with gradients. I just think it's fun and it adds, you know, some different colors to it. So what we need to consider here is with a lot of towers, what type of tower do you want? Do you want it to be a shorter, more dome type roof? Because this is a tall tower, no, we probably want it to be a tall roof as well. So we want it to probably be as tall as from right here down to the top of that window there. So we want to have it slope up. And what we really want it to do is have like a very sharp slope. So we'll start out low and it'll start getting taller, 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 and then slope in. So the way we're going to do that is we just have this base right here, and then we're just going to add a block on each side there. And then we're going to bring up behind it. Again, just a small increase here. We'll go here. Boom, and then this one will go a little bit taller. We'll go maybe 3 on this one, like that. And Then we'll bring it in again. We'll go with the brighter color right here. Boom. 3, 4. And then, oh, is this brighter? Let's see. I couldn't really tell. Not really. Is the gold brighter? Yes, it is. Okay, okay. So we'll finish off with the gold here. We'll have it come down to there. And then we'll also have this kind of go this, maybe like that. Nope, that's not good. And then we'll finish off the gold. This will be real tall, right about to there. Now let's take a look. Does it achieve what we want it to achieve? Boom, I think it does. It actually looks pretty good. I think what we could do is maybe beef up this bottom. Just, I keep seeing beef up, and you guys are probably weirded out by that, but we'll do 2 walls, 2 fences, and then we'll get rid of that. Let's grab a lightning rod is what I actually like to use. So we'll go with just 2 of these, or just 1. Let's just go with 1. So we'll just place it downwards like that. And to finish it off, we'll grab ourselves an iron rod. Really bring it to a point. Boom. Look at that. Isn't that a nice little combo up there? And we'll take a step back. Boom. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Now what you came to the video for, how do we make it even fancier than this? So the last thing I'm going to be teaching you is how to make those arches that'll hold up another tower, or just a small little swing here to hold a miniature tower. How to build those. I don't know if I've ever talked about that, but this is going to show you how right here, right now. Now we'll pop out this window right here. So we will literally just boom, slice that right down the middle, slice that right off. Okay, we'll keep the trapdoors there maybe, and we'll fill this in with some blocks. Boom, 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 boom. We'll take our block that's here. So our block here looks like andesite and diorite combination, but I'm going to use the andesite and the stone because we need some stairs and slabs here. So what we want to do is let's get a general shape first. So we want to come out here, probably come up to about there, invisible block, and then we'll have it slope for a little bit, and then we'll have it come down again, probably right about there. Okay, that looks like a decent little arch. Okay, that looks nice. And we'll have to add some of this to it, right, to make it slope down a little more, something like that. And then we'll add a stair at the bottom of each of these here. So that looks pretty good. Now this side will be a little bit shorter, and we'll just add in maybe just a stair right there instead. Boom. And we'll just add in some slabs on that side right there. Perfect. Get rid of that one. Beautiful. All right, and then maybe we'll even add in a couple slabs up there. Is it too thick now? No, that looks pretty good still. Nice. Okay, so we got that arch in. That's how you make an arch. Super simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink these simple things. Okay, I know it's not that simple, but then what you also can do if you want is add some trapdoors in, just to make it look kind of like a walkway. Adds a little bit more detail, makes it look less 2D, which you can end up with these types of builds. So there we go. We got some trapdoors on there, make it look a little bit better. And then we will grab and we will make a tower. So what we're gonna do with the tower here is we're just gonna do like a small 3x3 right here, like I talked about in the beginning. Wall, fence, and rod. We want to flip it upside down though. Boom, just like that. And there we go, guys. That is how you build the arch with a tower on it. And we don't have a window on this bad boy, so let's pop a window in. It can't be anything too big. Perfect. Now let's see how that looks. Boom. There's our tower right there, guys. I'm really happy with the way that came out. Super happy with the way that came out. Now, what do you think about this tower, guys? What do we think? I hope this helped. Hopefully this arch and all that, the miniature tower stuff helps, and you can make it even smaller than that, guys. Like I said, if your tower wasn't this big and you wanted to have a little additional tower, do it this big. This is it, the smallest you can make a tower. You can literally make it that small and go up with it. I've done that many times, so hopefully this was helpful, guys. Hopefully this will add to your building repertoire and you will be able to help yourself and get better at building some towers. Let's zoom in here. Boom. Beautiful. Gotta love it, guys. So thank you guys for watching the video. I know we talk about towers a lot. I love building towers. I love giving some tips on building towers. So build some cool towers, use these tips, send them in the Discord. Link is in the description, guys. And let me know what we should talk about next video. I hope you enjoyed. It's been Lemon Slice. Peace out.